everyone, this is Lisa with BELLE51, and what I want to do today is have a little bit of a tutorial on a spot that just popped up. So another brand new pimple from me to you. This one here was a really big one at one point, and it's a dark mark that's now like left on my face, like pretty big. So what I want to do is show you guys how I use the laser, and then also go over some of the materials that I use. So first things first, I just washed my face, so my face is super clean. But if you don't feel like just washing your face right before you do this, I would suggest maybe using some hydrogen peroxide that I got from the dollar store, or some alcohol. I think either one of those would be really great to treat the spot. So I will go ahead and do that. Even though I did wash my face, I kind of want you guys to see what it looks like. So I'll go back here. Alrighty. Alrighty. So taking this, I'm going to dab the spot that I want to treat. So the next thing that I want to do, I have my J Pro cream, which is one of the creams that I send to you in your kit. If you upgrade to go ahead and get the BELLE51 Soley Prime Pack, then you get the cream with it. And the only benefit of this over other ones that are sold here, which are, you know, we have Solon Pa, and then another one that I actually purchased from Amazon, which I really do like, Everyday. So it's called Everyday Medical. And only benefit of this one that I send you guys is that it has a little bit more lidocaine. So you can go over those areas like your bikini line or, you know, other things that might be a little bit more painful. You can actually leave these on for a little bit and use that. So what I'm gonna do is use my J Pro. So clean that up. I'm gonna dab a little bit on my area so that just to numb it. Put that on there. And I'm going to let it sit for a little bit. And actually, a reminder, I'm gonna go ahead and get some saran wrap. And saran wrap on it allows it for it to sit and not get dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that, and then I'll be right back. So I'm back and looking crazy. Got my saran wrap. It's been about an hour, and I've left it on here so that you can see that it's setting in. And so now I'm gonna take this off. I'm going to use the same wipe off method that I talked about before with hydrogen peroxide or alcohol. So I'm gonna do that. Wipe that right on off. Okay. Now that that's dry, and I use alcohol because it should be dry soon. So if not, I'm gonna use a little bit of my towel just to confirm that it's dry. So now that I know that my area is dry, I am going to break into my Aquasonic, right? And my Aquasonic is the ultrasound transmission gel. So how do you use ultrasound transmission gel in this case is, first of all, $10 from Amazon, but I do send you some in your Prime Pack. And how you use it is that you open it up, take a little bit. If it's a large area, then you really want to put it like all over the large area. But for me, I am just trying to treat this. It is a pretty large, annoying area on my face, but it's not a large area. So as you see, let's zoom in a little bit. You can see that I have it like covered really well with this product. And this is the ultrasound gel from Amazon. That was 10 bucks. You can go ahead and purchase that if you need it, if you didn't get the Prime Pack. So the next thing I want to do is I want to break out these sunglasses. And I say sunglasses, break out the goggles, the protective goggles. And what these do are protecting your eyes from the blue light that is coming from the laser. So you really want to make sure these are on. If there's any areas that you can't do yourself, like for example, I've heard somebody say something around their eye or around the mouth, you can't use these and treat your eyes. So somebody else would have to do it for you. But I'm gonna put these on. Try not to mess with my ultrasound gel that's already on. So this is on, ultrasound gel's there. Next thing, I'm gonna grab my laser. And here we go. So now I'm breaking out my BELLE51 laser. And it is time to start treatment. So, oh, also a quick note about what I said when other people are doing it. If you're doing some treatment around your eye, you put these on and then allow somebody to use these while they're treating you. So you can do the treatments around your eyes, but you really, really must have these on, and the people who are treating you must have these on. So now I have my BELLE51 Soley laser, and I'm just gonna go ahead and plug it in so that we can begin our treatment. And I'm all prepped and ready. So I'm gonna plug this into my wall. Take this out, this is my speaker charger. Plug this in. This is a small New York apartment now that I'm in, so apologize. And that's how you know it's on. So you heard that loud noise and you know it's on. So the first thing I wanna do is set my intensity. I'm gonna set it to about 3, just because it's like, to me, between 2 and 3 around medium. And I wanna go on the higher side of medium, so I'm gonna go around 3. And then as far as my frequency goes, remember we talked about how the higher the number of the frequency, the lower, well, I was gonna say lower the pain threshold, but also it's not as strong. So a 9 would be not as strong, and a 1 frequency would be pretty strong. So I am gonna go all the way to 5 because I kind of want to be a little bit sensitive about this area of my skin. So I'm going to treat it, and hopefully you'll be able to see this come through on the video. I know it's really difficult sometimes because of the flash of the light. So I'm gonna hope that you guys can get that. And so what I'm gonna do is kind of pull the skin a little taut and go over the area. So altogether, that was maybe about 3 seconds, I would say, about treatment. And that's what you really want to do daily, is that you want to go for 3 seconds. Each spot on your face can take some time to go away, but you want to do this every 2 to 3 days. And it really shouldn't have any after effect. There should be no marks. There should be no burning. So I'll revisit with you guys tomorrow so you can see what it looks like, what my skin looks like tomorrow. But ultimately, just because it doesn't hurt doesn't mean that you should just keep going over it and over and over it. Or that you don't see any marks doesn't mean you should keep going over and over again. What I would do is the next session is to move it up from 5 to, move it up from a 5 frequency down to a 4 frequency, which it ultimately makes it a little bit stronger. And then I would go over the area a little bit more if for some reason I don't feel like, it doesn't look like it did anything at all. So it's very similar to laser hair removal. When you go for your first session, they want to see the tolerance. And so what you want to do is see your tolerance and see how much you can handle the first time around. So that's it for BELLE51. I will catch up with you ladies later, and some of you fellas, and we can go over how to use some of my newer products, which are going to be coming out. One of them is a medical grade derma pen that is used to mechanically roll through the skin, separate out the pores, produce collagen, and it is a great tool. And I'll show you guys like the immediate results on that, especially with wrinkles and some of the deeper, scarring that happens. So that is almost immediate. So I can't even wait to show you guys that, and I will talk to you soon. The other thing I wanted to touch on was the healing patches. So healing patches are very important, especially for the larger areas that you're treating. So if you're treating your legs, your bikini line, your underarms, these are really good to use. They're reusable. And these are better grade silicone patches than you can buy on Amazon or Walgreens. But I highly suggest them for larger areas. If you do want to try it on your face, you can cut off like a small section and use it on your face. But I really recommend them for the larger areas because they help with the treatment, especially if you start using those higher settings, those lower frequencies, higher intensities. And so you really want to make sure that you use your silicone patches for body treatments. And you can also, if you run out, you can buy them on our website, or you can also buy them. Like I said, they're not the same quality, but they're still pretty good on Amazon or at Walgreens or CVS or drugstores around your area. So another note, and thanks for listening and watching.